A lot of people are complaining about unnecessary price hikes by vendors and providers of accommodation and other services due to the dirty December rush. Lagos will lose the momentum if some form of price control isn't introduced. Now, what can the government do to address this?
So interestingly, we've also heard this, and we've seen the reviews. Today is Monday. It was last week, Thursday. I called all the operators. If you have an hotel, if you have a club, if you have a restaurant, about 250 of them were their residents with my marina. And we had a 3-4 hour session. What was the discussion? The discussion was, how can we stop this kind of news or this kind of reviews that we're hearing? If someone has booked your hotel space or have booked an Airbnb or have booked for a restaurant in the past 3-4 months, and you have given commitments that there's availability, while all of a sudden they are showing up and you are telling them something has changed because maybe somebody wants to pay more money, that is losing the branding. That is not what we're going to accept or take in Lagos. You are spoiling our name and you are spoiling the reputation of our city. We all sat down, over 200 of us, 250 of us, last week Thursday, and we'll all agree that not only are we going to name and shame people that are going to be doing this, but the government is also going to come really hard on them. If you can prove that they have been a commitment, in which either they've made a deposit or they've given you a confirmation that you're expected at this point, and any other thing happens, let us know. The Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has been well briefed. The Lagos State Safety Commission has been well briefed. The Lagos State Consumer Protection have been well briefed. So people should speak up. People should let us know so that we can, first correct them and let the full arm of the law, because we are not going to take this. This is a reputational thing that we said that we are not going to allow anybody to sort of like render that reputation, and throw it to the wind. So, we're aware. We've heard a few cases and we admonished ourselves. They all agree that going forward, nothing like that will happen. But there'll still be one or two head-headed people that would want to throw us under the bus. But what we've said and what we've agreed among ourselves, let us name and shame them. And the reasons are very simple. We explained to them, I did explain to them that what benefit will it be if you have a reputation in 2 weeks that you have damaged? How are you going to run your business for the next 11 and a half months? Why would you let a little gain just because somebody wants to pay you extra naira, just for 2 weeks and render your entire brand into the gutters? Don't let it happen. Social media, international media is everywhere now. People will come out from your restaurant, people will come out from your club, and they will put a review there that we were well treated, they were courtesy, and we all agree that this is the proper thing to do. But if you have anybody that is going to bring us down, let us name and shame such people and let government, be able to deal with them accordingly.
Okay. All right, BKO has a question for you.
Okay, still talking about dirty December, yes. Mr. Governor, what is your administration doing to ensure that the high-risk areas,
the what?
The high-risk areas of Lagos are protected at this time? Because tourists like to move around.
Certainly.
They need that freedom to move around.
So, Babajide, thank you very much. So, and I can put this on the table for you. I've got people called me 2-3 days ago and said to me, Mr. Governor, we haven't been to this country in 3 years, but for the first time, we traveled all the way from the international airport all the way to Lekki Phase 1. And guess what? We had street lights every single pole up until their destination. So meaning that's like a 40-45 kilometer journey, right? So what we're doing, or what we've done, is we're installing over 50,000 street light poles in Lagos. Hear me, 50,000. 50,000 at 20 meters apart gives you, almost 1 million meters of street light. That's over 1,000 kilometers. That's what we're installing in the city. That's what we're ensuring, that we can light up everywhere in the city. That's number one. Number two, less than 2 weeks ago, I just added additional 100 vehicles to the security operatives, just so that they can enhance their capacity and capability and respond very quickly, less than 2 weeks ago, right? So very deliberate and very intentional. We had to give them resources that they require. We have to encourage them, and we have to continue to make sure that the city is ready for this. So we're lighting up everywhere. We're putting street lights all the places that we need to. We're encouraging our security operatives. We're actually also ensuring that all of the people that I mentioned, LASMA, LOMA, LASEMA, the Nigerian police, and the rest of it, whatever thing they require in terms of resource, in terms of fueling, in terms of, them working shifts, additional hours, those are some of the things we've agreed to. So we will do all of that. Those are the preparatory, but you will never, be able to speak security fully on a TV station. There are other things that we're doing, that will also, help us be able to respond very quickly, help us to be able to pick intelligence, very quickly. We have over 7,500 neighborhood watch. They are part of the security architecture that we have in the state. And they've all been briefed, they've all been activated. You see something, you say something. We're not going to wait until when an incident happens before they say something. So everybody that is in that architecture, right, have been well briefed. They are all aware of what are the rules, what should everybody do. And we're monitoring. Like I said, just this morning at 11, 12 o'clock, we had the unique opportunity of somebody supporting our Lagos State Security Trust Fund. This trust fund has been in existence for almost 20 years now. About 19 years we did at our last town hall meeting. So a philanthropy, an elder statesman, a man that we all respect very well, Sir Adebukola Kasintin, had just written a check to build for us a purpose-built Lagos State Security Trust Fund building on 3 floors in Ikeja, right around Alausa Government Secretariat. So, that is a man that has seen the benefit of our attempt at ensuring that Lagos continue to remain safe and secure. He had said to us that in 10 months, this building will be completed. And so at that event this morning, the security operatives, all the service chiefs were there. And we still had a 10, 15 minutes tete-a-tete, just to continue to reinforce security. And additionally, and you're all journalists, we've done a collaborative effort with our neighbors, Ogun State and Oyo State. Today, again, the whole stretch of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, there are over 300 vehicles. They've done what they call show of force on the entire stretch. So you can review it. I'm telling you, I'm on live TV. That happened also today. So that people will know that we're not sleepy, we're not joking here. And we've been able to have a collaborative effort with our neighboring states. These are some of the decisions we agreed to at the last Southwest Governors meeting in Ibadan. So Lagos State Police Command, Ogun State Police Command, Oyo State Police Command, all the 3 of them today had a joint operation in which they've gone on a recce on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and I'm sure they are sharing information, they're exchanging ideas, and ensuring that what cannot stay in Lagos should also not stay in Ogun State. I'm sure they're pushing them also away from Oyo State.
Fair enough,
so that's how all of this have happened.